Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you had a great Friday. I've had an amazing day. Hopefully you had the same day. And today what I want to show you is this. I want to show you the leads recipe. And this is how you attract the ideal customers, the right customers into your business, just by using the leads recipes. I'm going to reveal this to you in just a second, because a lot of people come to me for getting more leads, getting more sales, right? And that's really what it's all about. And so I figured out, these are the kind of the 5 steps that we really need to take in order to get more leads into the business. So I want to share this with you. All right, it doesn't matter really what you're doing, but this is going to work for you. So the first one, the first L to get more business is, let me take this off here, is listen. All right. Now, what this means is that you listen to your market. It's really specific because why not listen to what your people want? A lot of times as marketers, we think that we know what the market wants, but we kind of try to be everything to everybody. So the best way to get more leads, a specific lead into whatever it is you're doing to sell a product, a service, is to listen to what they want. Enter the conversation that's going on in your prospect's mind. This is critical, because a lot of my customers will come to me asking about or complaining that they can't really talk to the customer in the right way, or they can't get converting customers. And the reason is because they're trying to convince them of something. They're trying to teach them something, or they know what they want because we've got a solution for them. And we're trying to bring them to that solution too fast. So when you're talking to the market, a cold lead, or people are just looking at your videos or listening to or reading your copy or something like that, you have to enter the conversation that's going on in their mind at that point, and then you bring them along the journey, and then you will convert them easier because you're going to give them the solution to whatever it is they need. So I made some notes as well here. So if you see me looking off to the side, that's why, because I got a whole my computer screen here and a whole bunch of notes on what this is. So how do you do that? How do you listen to your market? Okay, I'm going to give you a simple reason or a simple strategy in here on how to listen to your market to get the right language so you're saying that in your marketing. Very easy. You go to Amazon. Okay, Amazon is a great resource for market niche research. And this is where a lot of people are trying to find out about their avatars and what they're saying, like customer language. If you ever had a coaching call with me, one of the first things I'll ask you is, well, what is your market saying? What is the language that they're using? Are you using that in your marketing? And where I get that language from is by listening, right? Which is the first part of the leads recipe. Listen to your market. And so I go to Amazon and I look at the top 10 books that are in my niche. And what I'm looking for are the reviews. I'm looking for the good reviews at the one end of the spectrum, and then I'm looking for the bad reviews at the other end of the spectrum. And I'm looking for what people liked. I'm looking for what people liked about the book, and I'm also looking for what people didn't like about the book and what was missing. And what that does is it gives me an idea, of what to put into a product or what to help them with, teaching them stuff. And then it also gives me the absolute best kind of language patterns that they're using to describe the problem that they're having, whatever that book is about, right? Let's say it's weight loss. Okay, so if it's about a diet or something, so they're talking about how this book worked, and they're using different language that they use to describe the problem or how they feel and all that kind of stuff. And that's really important on the emotional side. How do they feel after they tried the diet, or before they did it, or when they're walking in public, something like that. You want all that language, which is the part of the listening to your marketplace, okay? And the other thing is Facebook groups. Facebook groups are awesome because if you're in a group where your market is, they're talking about the problems, right? So one of the best ways to do this is to buy a product that is related to whatever you do, and now you're inside a group that people have paid to be there, because a lot of these products have paid groups, right? And that's where you're going to get some really great market language, market analysis, market problems, things like that. So I spend 20% of my my week inside groups on Amazon and trying to look at market language, okay? So that's the first part of the leads recipe. The second part of the leads recipe is excite, all right? You need to excite. All right, get them excited about whatever it is that you are doing. You get them excited about your lead magnet, if you have a lead magnet out there, because they're scrolling, right? They're using their thumb, they're going through the Facebooks and all this, and you want to get them excited enough to stop and read your post. Create a lead magnet that really gets them excited about the outcome that you're promising. So, and the reason that we do this is because we want to get them excited and engaged about the content. Excite is the most important part, right? You want to get them excited to click the ad. You want to get them excited in your copy. So this is why you have to understand, like the first part, which is listening, you have to know what their problem is. And so you can explain it to them in the ad and then get them excited about your solution or about whatever it is that you're offering. A webinar, it could be a free book, it could be anything. And that's where the excitement part comes in, okay? Now the next piece of the leads recipe is this. It's ask, all right? So you got listen, you got excite, and you've got ask. And the reason that we do the ask is because we want them to take one specific action. When we are just throwing a whole bunch of stuff out there to click this, go watch this, make a video and send it to me, make a comment, like whatever, it's too many things to do. You definitely want to ask them to do something. Ideas are to share, to make a comment, to post, to download, to sign up, whatever, but have one specific call to action that they can do. So there's the first part of the leads recipe, which is listen, excite, and ask. All right. I'm going to open up my mind map here so I can remember what I want to tell you because it's important. The fourth piece of the leads recipe is direct. All right. You have to have a direction for them. When people you stopped them in their tracks. They've scrolled through, they've got excited about what it is that you're saying, your solution. They want to know what to do next. Believe it or not, I think it was Dan Kennedy or someone, maybe it was Jay Abraham, I can't remember who said it, but it was like human beings are walking around waiting to plug in their umbilical cord somewhere, right? So they're looking to be led, and they need to be led by you. And if you're doing this right, if you're listening to the market and you got the language and you know exactly what the problem is and you know exactly how to fix that problem by speaking to their language, entering the conversation in their mind, then getting them excited about what it is that you can help them with, and then asking them to do something, then the next piece is direct them. Where do they need to go? What is the next step in the process for you to do? So always have the end in mind. When we design any type of funnel for anybody, we always look at where do you want to end up. So when I'm working with clients, this is the things that I'm asking them is, well, it's great that you have this Facebook ad that you want to do and the lead magnet, but we want to tie all this stuff in together because ultimately we want them to end up somewhere. And I've been caught in this so many times where I never had really the end in mind. Because I had all these funnels going and they all ended up in different endpoints, but they never really went to a main point. Okay, for me, it's like the coaching, the private coaching. So what do you want them to do? And if the funnel doesn't really go anywhere, then all you're doing is grabbing people and you're spending ad money and they're really going nowhere. Yeah, you're building a list and all that stuff, but you ultimately want them to go through a journey that helps them through the process of fixing their problem and you proving to them that you can fix their problem. Now, the last piece of this one, all right, last piece is going to be a little bit of a surprise. If you've never worked with me before and you've never heard me speak or anything like that, this one's going to be a little bit of a surprise. Can you guess what that S is for? So we got listen, excite, ask, direct, and the S, can you guess what that is? Here it is. The S is to slow down. All right, slow down. Can you see that? There we go. Back it up there. Slow down. And the reason we do this is because most marketers are looking for the immediate sale. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the low-hanging fruit. They want the immediate sale. They want to put out the ad. They want to put $1 in. They want to get $1.50 out at the end of the day. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with making money, but there is more money at the back end. There's more money in the long-term play. Sometimes a long-term play is 60 days, 90 days out. Sometimes it's even 18 months out. But when you're playing the longer play, you're going to make more money. Because here's the deal, right? Most people, it's normal not to buy from a stranger. You don't just walk up and just buy from some dude on the internet who's doing a video like this, right? It's like you have to earn your trust. You have to earn the bond. You have to create the bond. You have to earn their trust. You have to earn them to like you and all that. So the data proves that the longer play is where you're going to make all the money. That's why you need to slow down. So there it is. There's the leads recipe for you. I'll go over this once again, just in case you're joining me late or you're watching this video a little bit later. Here's the leads recipe for you. It's listen, excite, ask, direct, and slow down. That's the leads recipe for you. Use it in your business. This is, if you frame this in your mind on what to do, how to build your marketing funnel out, I'm sure it's going to help you. If this video did help you and you think it's going to help somebody else, please do me a favor and share it with somebody, or even just ask me a question below. There's 2 asks that I didn't even follow my own advice, right? So I'll just do 1 ask. Share it with somebody who you think it will help, and it would be awesome. Have yourself a great night. Talk to you soon.